Hey everyone, I hope you're well and having a nice day. As you can probably tell from the title of this video, this is going to be my March favourites for 2015. Now I was considering writing this up in post form, but I thought it might just be quicker to film it and talk about what I liked and then take photos, you know, the drill. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump straight into it. There's a mix of kind of beauty stuff, there's a little bit of skincare, book of course, and there's even a little giveaway for my New Zealand viewers, so yeah, keep watching. First we have a new foundation, and now I don't have the most extensive of foundation collections. I mean, I've got two foundations, a tinted moisturiser, and that's about it. Because foundation's expensive in New Zealand and I just feel like you don't need 5 million foundations. But one I recently added to my collection is this one from Rimmel. It is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Skin Perfecting Full Coverage Foundation, and it says it has a comfort serum and 25-hour wear. And this is just in the shade 010 Light Porcelain. I really like this foundation. The colour is possibly just a little bit too light for me at the moment. I feel like this is going to be a better foundation for me in winter, but I really like the finish of it. It is a full coverage foundation, but it doesn't feel thick. It's really lightweight. It still allows your skin to shine through. It has really good lasting power for a drugstore foundation, which I wasn't really expecting, although it does say 25-hour wear, but let's be real, who wears their foundation for more than a day? The shade range is more on the lighter side of things, which will either work against you or be in your favour. But other than that, I really like this one, this foundation. I really want to try the Rimmel, I think it's called the Match Perfection foundation, because I know that one gets a lot of love as well. But yeah, this is great, and if you're looking for a sort of budget-friendly base, then get this one. Then we have another product which seems to have the beauty world divided at the moment, and it is Benefit's Roller Lash Mascara. This launches on Saturday here in New Zealand, and you can get it from the Smith & Co.'s website or in store at a Benefit counter. I will link it down below, their website, for those of you who aren't in Auckland. I really like this mascara, which I'm really pleased to say because I really am not a fan of Real, which is Benefit's cult classic mascara. I don't know, I just don't like the way it looks on my lashes, to be quite honest. But I really liked this. I'll show you the wand because this is where all the magic happens. So this is a wand which you probably can't see all that great on my shoddy little webcam, but there's lots of photos online with better quality pictures. But this is the brush. It's slightly curved on one side, and it's got thinner bristles in the inside part and then thicker kind of ones on the outside. And the idea with this is it's called a hook and roll wand, and basically allows you to get really close to the root of your lashes and of course lifts them and gives them a curl. And this mascara does that amazingly. I've tried this with an eyelash curler, which you don't necessarily have to do, but I just do it out of habit nowadays. And also I've tried it on its own and I've been really impressed. It has really good lasting power, but unlike Real, this is not a pain to remove at the end of the day. It's just a stunning mascara, and I just think everyone should get this in their life because it is awesome, and it's one of the best mascaras I have tried in a very long time. Moving on to something body related, I have this body butter from The Body Shop, which you may have seen me on Instagram, or I think I've even blogged about this actually recently, so this won't come as any surprise to many of you, I'm sure. It is their Early Harvest Raspberry Body Butter, and anyway, as you can see, I've made a reasonable dent in it already, and this smells amazing, exactly like raspberries. It's not artificial. It reminds me of one of my favourite very short-lived seasonally summer fruits, and this range is amazing. It sold out really fast last time, so if you want any of these products, I recommend you get your hands on it. But plot spoiler, you could actually win this if you pay attention to the end of my video. This range is in store on the 30th of March, I believe, or the beginning of April. I will write it down below and when I check the releases and stuff. Another little sort of makeup item that I have been enjoying recently is this from MAC Cosmetics, and it is part of their Isabel and Ruben Toledo. I probably said that wrong, but it's part of their collaboration with MAC, and it is the lip gloss in the shade, I believe this is called Oxblood in the collection, but the original name this was given was Nude Awakening. and this is a very sort of pinky nude lip gloss. It reminds me a lot of patisserie, but slightly more pink toned and shinier than MAC. So if you're a fan of that lipstick from MAC, then you're bound to love this. I really like MAC's lip glosses. They aren't too sticky or heavy feeling on the lips. They have reasonable lasting power. They're not perfect, but they're not awful either. They don't wear off in 10 seconds. And I mean, how can you not love this limited edition packaging? It's got illustrated faces around it. I love the lip detailing in particular. And yeah, this is a stunning shade, and if it's still around on counters, I recommend you get your hands on it because it's sort of a staple colour that everyone can kind of get along with. And we have some lip saviors, which I have also mentioned on my blog, so again, no surprise. I'm sorry this month's favourites is a bit predictable, but you know, what can you do? And it is this Bite Beauty. This was part of the 5-night fix for lips, and it's a 2-step system for flawless lips. I got this on Sephora.com, so I imagine it's one of those products that's in the aisle of doom, as they call it, and you basically get a miniature version of their whipped cherry lip scrub, and this is just a sort of balmy lip scrub thing in stick form, and then you get a miniature sized version of their agave lip mask, which is a cult product from Bite Beauty. And I mainly got this kit because I wanted to try the agave lip mask out before I invested in the full-size version, as I am going to Sydney in May, so I planned on picking up the full-size one then. And I really like this duo together. My lips are prone to being really dry, and I've had a bit of dental work over the last sort of month, and that seems to always leave my lips very dry and cracked afterwards, so these two have been absolute saviour. The scrub is perhaps not as good as I thought it would have been, but given it was only a travel size, I can't really moan too much. But the agave lip mask is great. It's as good as everyone's sort of suggested it is, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to picking up the full size when this runs out because I've been using it very sparingly. Then we have one more beauty favourite from this month, and this is the Elizabeth and James Nirvana White Rollerball. One of my friends actually bought this back for me from Sydney. You know who you are. Thank you. And this is the sister fragrance to the Nirvana Black scent, which is a lot more stronger and more kind of musky, I guess. I'm absolutely terrible at describing fragrances. If you don't know that by now, then where have you been? It's floral, but it's not too heavy floral. It's got notes of, what does it have in it? It doesn't say on here. It's got notes of peony in it, and I believe sandalwood as well. I'll list it down below so you can go read up about it. But it's basically floral without being too much of a heavy kind of old ladyish floral, if that makes sense. It reminds me a lot of the Lily fragrance from Stella McCartney, which is quite hard to come by in New Zealand, but yeah, I really like this one, and if I continue liking it, I might pick up a full size when I'm in Australia, but we shall see. Last but not least, I have a book favourite, of course, for this month, and the book I loved reading the most this month, and I did read quite a few behind the scenes, is this one, and it is Wild by Cheryl Strait, and I'm not going to harp on about this too much because I've already done a post and mentioned this in a video, but this was amazing. It's a really inspiring read, and I found it particularly fascinating hearing about all the different trails in America because I want to sort of go to like the Californian deserts and stuff one day for some reason. I don't know. I just have this fantasy about doing an American road trip. So just reading her descriptions of the landscape and things really kind of, I don't know, it just really kind of excited me, and I found it really fascinating learning about the American sort of landscape and learning what it was like in the sort of late 80s, early 90s, to be sort of, you know, doing this kind of journey around America. I imagine it probably wouldn't be as safe to do now, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, this was really good, and I really want to see the movie now, but I think I may have missed it in cinemas, so I'm going to have to wait till it's out on DVD. So that was my March favourites for 2015. As I said, I do have a bit of a giveaway for my New Zealand viewers. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit broke at the moment, so as much as I would love to open this giveaway to everybody, I'm restricting it to New Zealand because postage costs are ridiculous. But what two of you can win in this giveaway. I'll leave the instructions under the video and over on my blog post, but to be into one you have to basically leave a comment on my blog post, but I'll explain that more down below. But anyways, what you can win is either the Early Harvest Raspberry Shower Gel, and this is 250ml size, or you can win the Early Harvest Raspberry Body Butter that I mentioned before. So basically what you have to do is leave a comment on my blog post and tell me which of those you want to win, and you are in the draw. So thanks so much for watching this video, guys. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye!